Good morning. Al asked if I would film a little clip, just kind of what my days consist of when he's out in the fields harvesting. One thing I enjoy doing is sewing comforter tops and quilt tops, quilting. And right now I'm working on doing a comforter that you can see laying on the floor behind me for a Mennonite Central Committee. We have ladies at our church that like to get together every Monday and, well, not the comforters. So I'm busily sewing, trying to keep them supplied with comforter tops. I do 3 days a week. I babysit my granddaughter. And on Thursdays, I also have 3 little neighbor boys that come over for the day. So Thursdays especially is a really busy day, but I enjoy it greatly. It's fun. I enjoy preschoolers especially, and like doing crafts and reading with them, doing different things. One thing I've learned over the years, which has been good for me, is to be flexible. And during harvest time, I need to be able to stop whatever I'm doing if Al needs me to run to the field. So I try to do projects like this that I can leave laying out and can pick back up whenever I get back in from doing whatever he needs to be done, whether it's taking lunch to him, moving him from one field to the other. So that's been good for me personally, to learn to be flexible.
Got some more wheat to plant, filling the planter here. It's getting late, but I got one more field here I want to get in, so try and get that done today. It's been a nice fall so far. It's been warm and dry, so it's been a blessing. End of October, and planting some wheat. Been kind of late for that, but it's wanted to get one more field in here, and it's been unusually warm this fall. Man, we've had a really nice fall. Next 10 days looks like it's 60s for the next few days, and then 50s for a while yet. So yeah, it's we're taking the risk on it, I guess. We plant red wheat. We typically harvest it in end of July, first part of August. We didn't raise any last year when we were on the trail. So it'll come up real short in the fall and then go dormant, and then take off in the spring again. But yeah, man, we've had a beautiful fall. The Great Lakes kind of make their own weather. So because the water is warmer than the air typically, it'll produce clouds, even if there's no storm or nothing around, just from the moisture from the lakes. And we typically have really cloudy weather November, December. I forget what the statistics are for November. I think it's single digits when we actually see the sun, the amount of days. But yeah, it's been really nice so far. And then when the water in the lakes get cold, end of December, start getting some ice, then it'll turn sunny again through the winter. But just kind of how it is. Yeah, we're into the corn now. Switched over the other day. Still got soybeans to do. Got that field, and probably can't see it. That field, 20 acres probably left. I got my other truck full of soybeans in the shed because there's no room with the elevators to dump beans anymore. Pretty much the whole state, the way it sounds, is full of beans. And I'm not quite sure why, but they can't get any rail cars in right now. So we're kind of waiting now. I don't know. They said they put in for a train about 4 weeks ago, and still haven't got one. So it's a little frustrating, but at least I got room for corn down there, so I can do corn, which makes it nice. Get something done at least in these nice days. Somebody asked in a previous video about how much the sugar beet trucks can haul. They're seeing how much was on those things. And Michigan's a little bit unique in that you can just keep throwing axles on trucks and keep adding weight to trucks. A lot of states you can't do that, so there's really no real definitive answer to that. I think the DOT calls it a bridge scale, where I've gotten pulled over before, they weigh you and then they check your tire size and your axle capacity, and then they pull a tape measure out. They measure between the spread between the axles, and they got some bridge formula they put all that into to determine how much each individual truck can carry. So there's really no one specific answer to that. A lot of these sugar beet trucks are running heavy, but they're running on the back roads 5 to 10 miles into town, so the DOT doesn't bother you much out here. But when we're on the highway hauling grain, we gotta be more vigilant, because they'll watch you there. We gotta keep within the weight restrictions pretty close. Yeah, corn harvest is going good so far. Yield's pretty decent, and it's pretty dry too. Usually we have issues this far north getting enough heat degree units in the summer to get our corn fairly dry in the fall, and we end up having to pay a lot more for drying costs at the elevator, especially with gas being higher this year. But it's around 19%, which I'm really happy about. So yep, things are going good. Well, I did end up getting a train in at the grain elevator here to haul beans out. See that very good or not? I think it's a 100-car train, they said. The train just moves real slow as they dump beans into the top. A little bit of a hassle when they do load the train. Typically we dump corn in that bay right there, but now they got to use that grain leg to fill the train with, so we got to dump where we typically dump beans in, and this bay is a lot slower. It's about a third slower, they said. Has less capacity, the leg does. So the lines are long. We're waiting an hour and a half to dump, which has been kind of on the frustrating side, but it's the way it goes.